Well, as illegal migration continues, and I'm sorry to say, but the figures of those coming over legally via small boats has actually increased 2021 compared to the previous year. Of course, it already more than quadrupled in 2020 to 2019. But we've seen Boris Johnson, Prime Minister, and Priti Patel, Home Secretary, recently talking tough about when it comes to taking on the criminal gangs exploiting people. I'm going to bring you all the very latest in this report, guys, but please start off as ever by making sure you've hit subscribe, hit the bell, and hit the thumbs up. That really helps me out. I don't want you to miss future videos here on the channel. Now, as Simon Jones has reported, this is a few days ago, 308 people have arrived by boat this month, a higher figure than in February last year, when 182 people made the crossing. And we know when it comes to 2020, over 8,400 people came across illegally via small boats, more than 4 times the 2019 total. And of course, the government know that this is a problem. They know that it's escalated to ridiculous levels and are now talking about taking on, harsher sentences for criminal gangs. But as Melanie Phillips notes today in the Times, rather than threatening gangs with life sentences, Britain needs to re-examine human rights laws. As she notes, the combination of laws on immigration, asylum and human rights provide enormous opportunities to thwart attempts to separate false from valid asylum claims. Many asylum seekers gain the system by making dubious claims under the articles in the European Convention on Human Rights, which guarantee the right to family life. And as Melanie Phillips notes in her article today, tweaking Britain's own Human Rights Act, as the government has floated, would not stop migrants and their lawyers gaining human rights to subvert immigration laws. That problem, she says, can only be addressed by withdrawing from the European Convention on Human Rights itself. And just to give you a further idea of the constraints the ECHR puts on, look at this from the government website a few years ago. Foreign criminals successfully appealing against deportation using Article 8 of ECHR, the right to respect for private and family life. And before people throw their toys out the pram and claim this is some sort of massively radical policy, let's just look at who's advocated leaving the ECHR in the past. That's right, Theresa May, a Remainer, when she was Home Secretary no less, dealing with these issues, advocated the UK leaving the European Convention on Human Rights, even as she advocated remaining in the European Union. She was quoted in 2016 as saying the ECHR can bind the hands of Parliament, adds nothing to our prosperity, makes us less secure by preventing the deportation of dangerous foreign nationals, and does nothing to change the attitudes of governments like Russia's when it comes to human rights. So she concludes, regardless of the EU referendum, my view is this: if we want to reform human rights in this country, it isn't the EU we should leave, but the ECHR and the jurisdiction of its court. Those were the words of Theresa May. Melanie Phillips, as I said in the Times today, shining a light on this fundamental issue. I want to know from you in the comments below, guys. Do you think leaving, withdrawing from the ECHR is something that the British government should now do? Do let me know in the comments below as ever. And if you've enjoyed this report and you found it helpful and informative, please do give it a thumbs up. We'd really appreciate that. And of course, guys, as ever, thanks for watching.